Why don't you get a horse, Sam Adams? By Fritz. Illustrated by Trina Shard Hyman. In the early days of America, when men wore ruffles on their shirts and buckles on their shoes, when they rode horseback and swore allegiance to the King of England, there lived in Boston a man who cared for none of these things. His name was Samuel Adams. His clothes were shabby and plain. He refused to get on a horse, and he hated the King of England. Samuel Adams was known as a talker and a walker. 6 days of the week, he would walk about Boston, talking to anyone who would listen, talking about England, always about England. What he thought about was independence, but it was a long time before he dared say independence out loud. Americans were still loyal to the king, even though they were often angry at the way England treated its colonies. And Samuel Adams made it his business to keep the people angry. From one end of the town to another, Samuel walked. Indeed, how else was he to travel? A man cannot say much from the top of a horse except good morning, good evening, or giddy up. And Samuel Adams had a great deal more than that to say. Still, he did not travel alone. At his side was Q, his shaggy Newfoundland dog. Together, they went to the docks, and while Samuel Adams talked to merchants about the wrongs of the English government, Q smelled the good smells of Boston Harbor: drying codfish, wet rope, and sometimes, if he was lucky, a giant turtle in a crate shipped up from the south. New Englanders doted on turtle soup. Together, Samuel and Q called on shopkeepers. Generally, Samuel went inside and talked about the wickedness of England. Generally, Q stayed outside and chased a stray chicken or stopped at a hitching post to visit with a horse. Together, Samuel and Q would drop in at a tavern. Samuel would sit down and talk about American rights. Q, blinking through the hair that fell over his eyes, would search the floor for crumbs, a morsel of cheese, a bite of plum cake, and sometimes, if he was lucky, a discarded bone. Samuel's younger cousin, John Adams, often became
Sample complete. Ready to continue?